Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on last year's national champion, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. There, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So Stanford's offense will come out first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Virginia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They'll run this play from the pistol. The running back has it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. He's got it on the right. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. The Hokies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off-play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Black. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Split backs here. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Quickly out to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Caught close to the marker, it's Lewis. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, Dave, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Looking to throw, it's Glagway. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokies! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Under fire. Quarterback doing what he does best, he can move. Still running at the 40.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon on.
Touchdown, Cardinal! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw, it's Ragway. He's got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Bennett. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll go to the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And it's 4th down, but with this time on the clock, why wouldn't you give it one more play before halftime? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down.
Number 19 on the field goal.
He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Makes the catch. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Overton.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Hokies are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Heat.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Backed up now, here's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Throws to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Fires to the right. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. It's a reverse. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. That's reeled in. It's Riley. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Cardinals come to the line facing 3rd and short. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Fitted in the window for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.